What's up? I'm Patrick and welcome to SW Reacts. Today I'm reacting to Hua Chenyu Warm House. This was requested by Rosa as one of her monthly requests included in my Patreon membership. Thank you so much, Rosa, for all your support. I really appreciate it. She wrote that this song includes Hua's recorded sounds, such as what seems to be the explosion of bombs, and that he explained that it's about war seen from a child's perspective. And that she'll leave more information to the comments from the Martians. This sounds very interesting. I'm absolutely excited to check out more by him. I loved everything, especially the last performance I've checked out, which was Growing Toward the Sun, live from the Sunrise concert. That was so amazing, such a great atmosphere, such a beautiful song, and the setting was amazing. But yeah, every song I've heard by him was great, so I'm really looking forward to this one. If you want to be like Rosa and support me and my channel, you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee page where you can request songs, or you can check out my Patreon where you can find some exclusive content like this one. You get requests included monthly and some other things. The links are in the description if you're interested. Thank you very much. Before we start, please also leave a like, consider subscribing, and now let's just get into it.
窗户很旧，睁开眼就看得到山丘，烟囱旁有磨蹭脚踝淘气的小狗，牛奶依旧很热，足够温暖我浅浅胸口，摇椅上的辽阔，也许成年好久配拥有。
Very atmospheric.
房子很旧，旧的连悲伤都在逃走。那座阁楼有些唠叨，但也很温柔。面包依旧很多，可以慰藉好多次等候。小时候的快乐就是永远在时间外走。忘了睡了多久。
After harmonies.
梦又赶走忧愁，满天的星也不回头。就算总有风离开，就算黑夜降下来，只要睡在我的温暖房子，我就还拥有所有。
Oh wow. Didn't expect that.
小小的缺口，也还记得爸爸妈妈亲吻我额头。也许现在已不过是宝贝，我们会很快就能再相守。只是失去温暖房子以后，我弄丢了我的枕头。
Wow, beautiful. Another Hua Chenyu song that I absolutely loved. Wow. Such a great song, just overall. And it had so many different elements again. It's very atmospheric, very beautiful, but also tense and powerful, with great climaxes, an amazing kind of emotional arc of the song, a great structure, great dynamics, unexpected moments, an amazing vocal performance where he shows his different ranges, different deliveries. So impressive once again. It starts very atmospheric, pretty minimalist and spacious, with very soft singing, a lot of emotion. His voice almost sounding slightly fragile, pretty vulnerable, even with like subtle cracks in his voice, like deliberately, which adds to the authenticity and the honesty of the song. And I kind of thought it would stay in this quiet vibe, but then suddenly there's this big explosive dramatic drop where like a rock instrumentation joins, and from then it's very powerful, very intense. Also his vocal delivery shifts from this vulnerable, softer singing to also more energetic vocals with a lot of power from his chest, while still keeping the emotional weight of the song, but in a different way. And I think that's very impressive. And then this emotional arc I mentioned is completed in the end by the song and the vocals getting quiet and soft again, getting vulnerable and intimate. It's also supported by his performance, then him crouching down a little bit while singing a little more breathy again, almost a little whispered. And the music also is restrained again with like some soft guitar melodies, I think, like guitar notes, and this electronic organ sound, I think, that creates this great atmosphere. And like this it just becomes a very perfectly rounded up song with a great structure, great build-ups, an amazing climax, but also just a beautiful atmosphere, some pretty tense moments, but also a release with this rock part. I think this was very cool. Rosa said the lyrics are describing a war out of a child's perspective, and I can see that in the lyrics. The lyrics are once again very beautifully written, very poetic, like I already know by Hua Chenyu by now. So it's great to have some context. Sometimes it needs some interpretation, I feel like, with his lyrics. So it's great to have like a little hint what it's about. But I think in this one you can pretty much read the meaning a little better than in other songs I've heard by him. And I like this style, this kind of lyrics. I mean, obviously I won't be able to catch the exact vibe of the original lyrics, because at the end of the day, it's just a translation I'm reading, but even through the translation, I think you can hear or read the vibe of the lyrics, and in this one there's a lot of melancholy and nostalgia, kind of describing this longing for a home, for childhood memories, the comfort of family, and contrasting that with the struggles that are happening in the present, which with the context would be a war. And that's, of course, this big contrast to the metaphor of this warm house that I assume represents safety, family, and innocence. And it's, I think then maybe showing how the war takes away this safety, this warm house, these beautiful memories, this good life they had. And I think it's probably also, talking about loss in this case, because that's sadly what happens in a war, and especially through the eyes of a child. It's just, so cruel. And I don't know if I'm interpreting it the right way, but the end kind of reads for me as maybe the child losing their parents, because he's talking about losing his warm house and something like we'll see each other soon or something. So that's just heartbreaking, and very sad and intense lyrics. Thank you so much, Rosa, for this request. I loved it. I think it's just an amazing song. It has great dynamics. It has a great structure. It has different ranges, different emotions, very soft, vulnerable, fragile parts with a very intimate vocal delivery. It also has some great harmonies, by the way. The song, there were some parts with like backing vocals, I'm assuming maybe recorded vocals by Hua Chenyu himself. Then it has this powerful climax with the rock section that's very intense, very energetic, and then the song closing with this very emotional, atmospheric part again, and all that different deliveries and different vibes, different dynamics. Still, all of them have a lot of emotion, a lot of feeling, and also the melodies, the vocal melodies, the chorus especially, and the melodies he sings, where like he's just singing O's and R's, is very catchy. And all of that while having great lyrics, again, very deep lyrics. I think if I'm interpreting it the right way, pretty heartbreaking lyrics, also with the context Rosa gave me. It's just something, no child should ever experience, or actually nobody at all should experience ever. War is just a horrible thing that shouldn't exist, and that just happens because of such stupid reasons, and it doesn't make sense to me. I think most of us feel like that, and that feeling is captured in a great way in this song. Please let me know what other songs by him I should check out, or if you have any other artists you would like me to react to, please also let me know. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.